the arms. Exhale, other side. Cross the other way. Take a breath in. And exhale all the way down. And inhale, open up the arms. And exhale, release. Okay, Kalei is going to chime the bells. That gets our minds ready for the yoga. Close your eyes and listen to the sound. Bring your hands to your heart and sit up nice and tall. When you close your eyes, think about your biggest dream. What do you want to happen in your life? What do you want to happen in your body? Set your mind to it. And now please take the sound of Om with me. Let us breathe together. Inhale. Then open your mouth and let the sound of Om come out. Take breath in and breath out. Breath in, big inhale. Breath out. Breath in. Now breath out, bow. Take your body all the way to the ground in front of you and walk your fingers as far forward as you can. Good. Take a breath in and out. And then come on up. Okay. 2 positions, 2 postures you're going to do right now, back and forth, are cat and cow. If you're a cat and you're stretching, can you round your back up here? Push your back up to the sky. This is a rounded position, cat position. You can even make the sound, meow, meow. Go ahead, Malu, get on all fours and round your back like you're an angry cat and push the back up to the ceiling like you just got mad at something or scared of something. And then release your back and arch it. This is cow position. And look up and lift your butt up. And you can rock side to side and look, your back is arched. Now go back to cat. Round. Look at your navel. Now go back to cow. Bloop. Now cat. Bloop. And cow. Bloop. And cat. And cow. Now can you do this with your breath 5 times? Exhale, go into cat. Exhale, 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 all your breath out. Inhale, arch your back. Breathe in. Exhale, round your back. Push the floor. Inhale, arch your back. Here's number 3. Exhale, round. Tuck your tail under. Good. 4. Inhale. Here's your last one. Exhale, round. 5. Okay, sit back onto your heels and look at your screen for a moment. Say those positions out loud. Cat, cow. Cat, cow. Do you think you understand those 2 right now? If I was to say, show me cat, show me cow. Okay, here's your test. Close your eyes. Ready? Show me cat. Go. Look at your navel. Round the back. Look at your belly button. Round your back. Look at your belly. Look at your belly. Look at your belly. Okay, release. Sit. And relax. Good job. Cat position. Now show me cow. Show me cow real quick. Hands and knees, arched back. Okay, wonderful. We got that down. Cat and cow is a wonderful way to warm up your spine. It moves your spine in flexion and extension. Let's get up onto the feet so you can feel it in a different way. Okay, same thing, but Malu, check this out. You're gonna turn to the side and now bend your knees and put your hands on your knees. Yes, Adello, put those hands on your knees. Now can you do cat-cow without your hands on the floor, but now with them on your legs? Try and see. Round your back, and arch your back. Round your back and arch your back. Yes, so we can do those same spine positions, but we don't have to be on the floor. Okay, stand up. Now get down to your back. Onto the back. Bend your knees. And when you exhale, lift your hips up as high as you can. This is actually a yoga posture. It's called bridge. So you can say bridge. So you can start to learn this.
Bridge.
Yeah, bridge. You can leave your hips down on the ground and then pick them back up. When you're setting up, your feet are pointing straight forward and your knees are side to side, straight lines, thighs.
Going straight up.
Yeah, these are like two roadways, two highways, and they're not crossing each other. They're not separating. Yes. And then you release down. What I want you to feel here is how strong you can lift your hips up. Yeah, do it a couple of times and then lower back down. And imagine there's something on top of your hips that you have to push up. Yes, Adello, push those hips up and then lower it back down. If you want to put a little bit of pressure, it's only a little bit, I'm just laying my forearm and then give them a little bit of something to push up against and feel their strength. And you're like, nah, you're not gonna get up. But we're like, yeah. Good, and then lower back down. That makes your back really strong, okay? Now, let's go to the heart. So lift your hips up as high as they can go and take your arms down by your sides. Can you find your hands underneath your back? Adello, if you lift your hips up and then find your fingertips and tuck them underneath your butt and see if you can interlock your hands or just stack them on top of each other. Then lift your hips up. Now, lifting up one shoulder and rolling it under. This is going to help you get your bridge really high. And then release, lower it down. Let go of your shoulders, let go of your hands, let go of your legs. Just lay there. Do nothing. Drop your legs down to the ground. Release your hands out from underneath you. Just feel for a minute. Okay, so far you are doing cat and cow and now bridge. Okay, bridge. Let's do bridge one more time. Put your feet on the ground. Stomp them into the ground. They point forward. Then strongly push your feet down to lift your hips up. Yes, Adello, getting ready. Laying down on the back, lifting the hips up. Now find your hands. Then rock a little bit and roll your shoulders underneath you. Yes. Now can you count to 5 in your mind? 5 breaths without lowering your hips down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5. Let go of your hands first. Undo your shoulders. Undo your hips. Straighten out your legs and just feel. Bridge. It should feel really nice when you let it go and you just lay there. Yes. Third one. 3 times. Okay, this is your last one for 5 breaths. This time we'll speak in Spanish just because it's fun. Okay? So get your feet ready, your hips ready. When you're exhaling, lift your hips up. Interlock your hands. Go ahead, Malu. Knees are bent. Go into bridge number 3. Roll your shoulders under, soften your eyes, and now we count. 1, breathe. 2, keep your head square. 3, lift the heart. 4, lift the hips. And 5, release your hands, release your shoulders. Roll down onto the floor, become a blob. Just feeling.
I'm a blob.
No action, just breathing. Very good. Okay, 2 other positions that I want you to know really fast, like cat and cow and bridge, are downward dog and upward dog. Downward facing dog and upward facing dog. They're opposite poses of each other. Let's go into downward dog first. Come onto your knees, onto your belly, sitting on your knees. Come on, Kalei. So this is you, boo. Get onto your knees on the back of your mat. Yes, get into pose of a child. Rest your head on the floor. This is a good way to figure out how to get into downward dog. This is a resting child. Oh, resting child. It's a very comfortable pose. When you're ready to get really lit up and strong, then you straighten your arms out in front of you. Good, Malu. But look at your hands and make them only shoulder width apart. Look at the hands. Yeah, only shoulder width apart, and then put your head back down. Adello, do you know what straight arms are? Can you reach your arms out in front of you, like straight, straight, straight? Now inhale, rock up onto all fours. Curl your toes under, straight arms. Curl the toes under. Curl the toes under. And exhale, lift your knees off the ground. Lift your hips up behind you. Downward dog. Now, downward dog is quite fun and difficult at the same time. Your arms are straight, your hips are stretching back, and it might feel like it's really hard to straighten your legs. Just bend your knees. And instead, push the floor more and send your hips back. Yeah, Malu, 2 more breaths. Bend your knees and let your hips stretch back towards the, what is that? That's a bookshelf. Okay, good, Adello. Inhale, come to your knees, and exhale, rest in that pose of a child again. But don't go to sleep. Just put your head down, rest your arms, and I want you to breathe. 1, 2, let your brain melt into your skull. 3, listen to your breath. 4, 1 more breath here. 5, okay, downward facing dog. Go ahead and get into it. Straight arms. Inhale, rise. Exhale, curl your toes under. Lift your hips up. Stretch your hips back. Okay, 5 breaths. 1, can you try for 5 strong breaths? 2, to press your hips up towards the sky behind you. 3, straight arms, Malu, really good. 4, bend your knees so your hips go higher and further back. That's it. That's it, babe. 5, inhale, good, Adello, put your knees down and exhale, rest. Oh, close your eyes. All I want you to do is breathe for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Oh, everything calming down. 4, 5. We're doing the poses 3 times. You already did it twice. So come up to your last one of downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Get onto all fours. Curl your toes under. Shoot your hips up and back. Ja. Go for it, Malu. Good. Now drop the head. 5 breaths. 1. Yes, Adello. Try straighten your arms. Push the floor away. 2. Is there a fire happening downstairs? 3. Baby, there's a lot of smoke downstairs. 4. Armando,
Mom.
there's a lot of smoke downstairs. And 5. Inhale, come down to all fours. And exhale, rest. That was your 3rd time of doing downward facing dog. Okay. Fast, please. Yeah, feel yourself relaxing. This pose you're in right now with your head down is bala, is pose of a child. And it's really, really calming. It's a place to come and return to, especially before we go and do something more active. Let's learn upward facing dog, okay? Inhale. From that same position, from your all fours position, step 1 foot back at a time and straighten those legs. Okay, you see how Kalei's legs are really straight? And the hands are straight. Now the hips are gonna drop down and the shoulders are gonna pull back. Tops of your feet on the floor. And then lift your hips back up behind you and release it. Okay, take a couple of breaths. Let's do it again, upward facing dog. Come up to all fours, step your feet back, then let your hips drop, but make your butt really toned and your legs really strong. Now pull your heart forward between your arms. Good, and hips up and release, relax. Oh, relax. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Wonder what would happen if you allowed the sound to come out. In yoga, we're really focusing on the breath, but do you see your animals do these positions? We see it in our dogs all the time. So let's do our last upward facing dog. Go ahead and reach your arms forward, rise up to all fours, get into your straight legs, then drop your hips down. Roll the shoulders back, take your head back. Good, Malu, lift the heart. Yes, Adello. And exhale, bring your hips up and back and relax. Oh, just relax, Adello. Yes, let yourself get nice and easy. Easeful, easeful, easeful. Okay, quick test of those positions. Please show me, and Kalei will do it with you. Cat and cow. Do it 3 times, back and forth. Go ahead. Malu, do you remember cat and cow? 1. Come on, Adello. Show me cat and cow. Meow. Moo. Meow. Moo. Oh, yes. Moving your spine. After you've done that, cross your ankles, roll over onto your butt, and roll down onto your back. And show me your bridge position. Do you remember bridge? We set our feet down underneath our knees. We lifted the hips up as high as possible. Interlocked your hands, rolled your shoulders under. And now just keep your head facing the ceiling. Take your breaths and feel bridge. Yes, and then you'll release your hands under your shoulders and lay down. Relax. Take breath in and out. Okay, those were the first 3. The next 2, it was downward dog and upward dog. Do you remember those? Adello, do you remember downward dog and upward dog? I have a challenge for you. Do you know in cat and cow how we go through both of them back and forth? Can you do downward dog and upward facing dog back and forth with straight legs and straight arms? This is what it looks like. Okay? From upward dog to downward dog. And this time we're going to stay on the toes and not roll onto the tops of the feet. Okay? And go back and forth from upward to downward. Let's see if we can do it with our breath. Exhale to upward. Inhale to downward. Exhale to upward. Inhale to downward. Exhale to upward. Inhale to downward. And exhale to upward facing dog. And relax. Release. Drop the head. You can get your belly. And relax. In the yoga, we get to do these postures that make our body strong, flexible, that make our breath expand and feed everything. Our breath feeds all of our cells in our body, helps us become awake. We'll only go through 3 times, just sun salutation A. We'll use it to jump the feet back and forth to feel our body move in space. And then to end the class, Kalei and I flip through the pages of one of our manuals. And whenever you say stop, we stop. And whatever pose is on that page, that will be our surprise pose for our day. We never know what it's going to be, what kind of shape it's going to be. It might be balancing on one hand. It might be putting both legs behind our head. I don't know. Let's stand up. Refresh our minds from last week's sun salutations. What were the sun salutations? How did we say good morning to the sun? Good morning to the world. Feet together. Ready? Inhale, first position, lift the arms up. Exhale, second position, put your hands on the floor. Inhale, third position, lift your head. Exhale, push your hands into the floor and step or jump back and lower to the ground. Inhale, sneak your way up. And exhale, downward dog. Now breathe here, stretching your hips up. Molly, really think about spreading the sit bones, your sitting bones, your bottom, letting it become really big, and that it's moving back through space. Okay, here we go. On the inhale, jump your feet forward and land. Exhale, bow your head down to the ground, tickling your toes. Inhale, come all the way up, position 2. And exhaling, hands back down. Okay, we have 2 more times, and I'm just going to tell you each position to go into, and Kalei is going to do it. There are 9 positions total. Each one, I'll say position 1, position 2, position 3, right? Adelo, nice counting. Here we go. Malu standing tall, Kalei standing tall. Position 1, inhale, lift the arms up. Position 2, fold forward, hands on the floor. Position 3, lift your head. Position 4, step or jump your feet back and lay down. Position 5 is upward facing dog. Position 6 is downward facing dog. And then this is where we hold and build our ability to focus. 1, focus on your breath. 2, 3, here you go. 4, after 5, you get to jump. 5, inhale, jump your feet to your hands. Position 7. Position 8, fold forward. Position 9, return all the way up. That's our last one. And exhale, hands by our sides. Okay, last time. Inhale, position 1. Exhale, position 2. Come on, Malu, good. Inhale, position 3. Exhale, position 4. Step back, lower down. Inhale, position 5. Exhale, position 6. Downward facing dog. Yes, Malu. Good. Good, Dello. Do you want to come back into downward facing dog? Yeah, man. After you breathe 5 breaths here, you get to spring. Bend your knees, jump off your feet, and land. Feet to your hands. Ready? Inhale, jump. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands by your sides. Okay, my friends, those were your sun salutations. We just did 3 of them. Okay, ready? Okay, Malo, so he's gonna flip through these pages, and when you say stop, that's gonna be the one we look at today. Oh gosh, what's it gonna be?
Yeah.
Love. Let's learn it from the back. Okay, lay on your back. On these poses that we choose, we might not get to the full pose. It just depends on what your bodies can do. Lift your legs up, turn your feet out, toes out, and now take your right leg into your lotus position, followed by your left.
Followed by the left. Lotus.
Yes, and you know what you can do, guys, is just take simple cross legs. If you want to do lotus, do the lotus if it feels like a yes. Say pinda. 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 P-I-N-D-A. Pinda.
Pinda?
Yeah, pinda. It means a ball. Okay, a ball of energy. What's our magic place we're going to land today?
Just put your hand up.
Stop. Yeah, so watch Kalei here as he's getting ready to take rest. And then, look, he's on his back. I want you to come onto your back too. And then walk your feet away from your bottom. And turn your palms to face up. Close your eyes. Let your bones get really heavy. Relaxing your mouth. Seeing that your body's all aligned to earth. If the mamas are giving adjustments, we're just making sure that nothing's impeding their bones from dropping to the ground. Their butt cheeks are released out from the sides underneath their sit bones. The shoulders are released down away from the ears. Arms are dropped to the ground. Sometimes I press side to side on either side of the chest, right in front of the shoulder to help them release. All the time, yes. And then if you come to the back of their head and run your hands up and down their neck and watch their legs, watch their belly as you're doing this, and you can see the traction that's happening through their body. Yeah, and they're just receiving, they're just feeling, trying not to engage or move. And eyes are closed and releasing, taking rest. These beautiful beings. Yeah. And mamas, if you want to lay down and rest too, or however you'd like. When you're laying there on your back and just watching your body breathe, can you do that? Can you just become a witness inside your own body and be like, wow, it just breathes on its own. I don't have to do anything. I can just lay here and feel it breathing. And notice if your mind gets really activated and wants to start talking to you. And what you try and do is tell your mind to go into the body. Like it's traveling in a little ship in your body, and it's just watching everything that's going on inside under your skin. Yeah. And when you take this time to look at your own insides, then you get to know yourself a lot better. You have one last minute just resting on your back, listening to your own body talk. And the cool thing is it might not say too much. It might just feel really good laying there. And that's plenty. Then you'll bend your knees, lift your right arm up over your head, and roll onto your right side. And put that head on your arm and bend your knees up towards your chest and just lay there so comfy on earth. Ah, yes. And when you're ready to come up to seated, push yourself up to seated. Come on. Face us. Yes. Giving the high fives to the mamas. Okay, my friends, bring your hands to your heart. Let the elbows be nice and relaxed rather than squeezing them into you. So it's just nice and hands come together and there's not tension. Just relaxed. Now let's let the sound of Om, that sound, it's a connecting sound to life. Let's let it run through our body. Okay? Hands to the heart. Lift the heart, please, Kalei. Put your thumbs on your sternum and see if you can feel your bones vibrate. Again, breathe in. Keep your thumbs on your chest so you can feel your own bones buzzing. And exhaling, let's bow the head, Let a smile come. Put the hands on the floor. Let's bow all the way down to the land that we live on. And when you're ready, come on back up. Hands to the heart. Let's bow to each other. That's the best thing I think about yoga is that it lets us all acknowledge each other.
That simple bow. Yes, mommy. Mommy's you. Jakina. Mama Jakina. Wait, come back and bow for Della, please. And a Della.
Shoo! Okay, you've got some poses. Do them whenever you want, and we'll see you on Monday next week. Remember the sun salutations. If you can do that every day,
I'm gonna go surf.
you'll go.
No, Kalei, first time you cinnamon roll. Yay!